What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with Dark Outpost, and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War keeps triggering people. The mainstream games journalists cannot stop talking about this trailer and who exactly it's appealing to. And spoiler alert, it's appealing to people. They want to get people interested in this game so that those people can give them money. $70 if you want it cross-gen. That is all they care about, is money. The fact that you are trying to say that Activision Blizzard is dog whistling to a certain segment of the population while looking at everything that they have done over the past several years when it comes to censorship, when it comes to bowing down to China, all of these things is laughable. And we're going to talk about this absolutely insane article right here that I have archived because we're not going to give Kotaku clicks for this. Call of Duty trailer recklessly promotes, quote, far-right conspiracy theory. Before we dig into this insane article, let's just keep in mind everything that they've done, that Activision has done over the past couple years. Of course, everyone knows the Blitzchung incident. Hearthstone player banned for supporting Hong Kong protesters during a live stream, right? He said, liberate Hong Kong, revolution of our age. He was banned immediately by Blizzard. Activision Blizzard does a lot of business in China and with China. They did not want that to happen. Boom, banned. There was a lot of fallout from that, from what happened, from that controversy. They ended up reversing course, but he still did get punished for this. You also have the fact, this was just today I saw this from Grums. Blizzard just changed Gara's dialogue in WoW, a change that never needed to happen. How soon until they remove me from the credits like they did with Notch? This was all it is. They removed the word bitch from Garrosh's dialogue. They removed the word bitch because this person... This is one of the developers, agreed. His point of view comes across just fine after the edit. I make no apologies for removing the word. Everyone, of course, is entitled to their own opinion, but we felt it was time for it to go, and it's not coming back. Of course, right? Lead narrative designer on WoW for Blizzard. It's not like this company isn't incredibly woke. It's not like every time I had to log into Call of Duty Warzone, I wasn't getting a Black Lives Matter message, because that was happening, just like in a lot of video games. Activision, all they care about is pandering to social justice and the woke crowd. This trailer, however, has triggered those people, and they've already censored it. Not only did they censor it for China themselves, but they also censored it for everyone, taking out a lot of what this article is about to talk about, the Yuri Bezmenov speech. It is the absolute insane ramblings of this article that make people wonder what the hell is going on with our country and with our society today. So let's get into it. It is from Ian Walker, really quick. Here's a couple other things that he's written. This is his picture. I went to his Twitter. His tweets are protected, not a surprise, but it's also not a surprise why he doesn't use his picture as his avatar. A lot of sense in that. But at least, he's very self-aware. But back to the article itself. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War's debut trailer, which has already attracted controversy, gives a lot of airtime to Soviet defector Yuri Bezmenov and his views. Views which have in recent years become a dangerous rallying cry for, quote, far-right conspiracy theories and people who peddle them. Let's make it clear that Yuri Bezmenov defected from the KGB, defected from Soviet Russia, and gave an interview in the 80s, talking about a lot of things that the Russians were doing to try to subvert America, to try to subvert the Western world. It's funny that these people, the same people who the past 3 years have been crying about Russian bots and talking about Trump being too close to Putin, talking about all these Russian-based conspiracy theories and how Russians are trying to interfere, are now upset about showing an interview talking about how Russians were interfering. What the fuck are you talking about? Pick a side, I guess. The teaser, which was released last week to hype up the more recent reveal, intersperses stock footage of major world events with the 84 interview of Bezmenov, who claimed to have been an informant, who was an informant for the KGB, before defecting. During the interview, he describes the Soviet Union's alleged use of active measures that, in theory, are meant to destabilize opponents without direct military conflict by way of changing a society's power structure and economy. In short, this is the author summing up what Bezmenov is saying. his suggestion in the full interview is that extending equality to the United States non-white, non-male population made it right for Soviet invasion. That is looking at something and seeing something completely different. What Bezmenov is saying, and if there's anyone who hasn't watched it, you should go watch it for yourself. Decide for yourself if it promotes far-right conspiracy theories. These people want to silence everyone. That's what they want to do. That's why you see deplatforming on YouTube. That's why you see it on Twitter. That's why you see it in payment processors. People like this don't want you to have information. They don't, simply. So go look at it for yourself and make a decision for yourself. But what he's saying is that by creating division, by creating hostility between people in America today, I don't know if anyone has noticed any of that going on, then it's easier to subvert that country. It's easier to do things to weaken them from the inside. It's exactly what we have happening today, and that's exactly what they said themselves was happening. The KGB themselves said that they were doing this. Real quick, let's go to Razor Fist. Well, I think I'm actually going to be on Friday Night Tights with Razor Fist in a few hours, which is awesome. Apparently, a quote conspiracy theory is something which is later irrefutably confirmed via officially released KGB documents beginning in 95. And 2, I counted how many paragraphs it took for them to start sobbing about Gamergate. They lasted 8. Possibly a new record. So shout out Razor Fist for that one. It's true. The KGB confirmed that they were doing these things. This is not a conspiracy. And it's not dog whistling to the far right or the alt-right, as they're saying. It's simply creating a trailer that got a lot of people hyped, and the fringe weirdos over here really upset because it shows communism in a bad light. The official Call of Duty trailer references Bezmenov's claims as a chilling warning and implores viewers to know your history, which sure feels like a tacit endorsement of the man's deeply flawed ideology. Then they talk about cultural Marxism and say that cultural Marxism is, again, a far-right ideology or far-right conspiracy theory. Which, again, if you look at the KGB and their officially released documents, it all falls in line with exactly what Yuri Bezmenov was saying. He wasn't lying. He was trying to warn everybody. And when you look at that interview, so much of it rings true with what we are seeing today in society. And then here, the term more recently gained popularity in gaming circles thanks to what else? Gamergate, just like Razorfist said. The specter of cultural Marxism is routinely conjured to decry anything that doesn't adhere to the straight, white, cis male perspective that has dominated the video game industry for decades. And of course now, we find what the problem really is. Gamergate. There's too many white males dominating the video game industry. Listen, Ian, poor Ian, nobody's going to fuck you, man. You don't need to write articles like this. It's not going to help. Such as the introduction of playable female characters in Battlefield 5, more likely the marketing and the fact that she had a robot arm, and LGBTQ plus representation of The Last of Us Part 2. Oh yes, bringing it back to The Last of Us Part 2. You know I gotta speak about The Last of Us Part 2, even when I'm not doing a video. It gets brought up in the article, because that's why they say people hated this game, right? Not anything to do with the story. Let's blame it on the gays. That's what they're trying to say. Seeing Bezmenov promoted by Call of Duty in such an uncritical way feels like a winking acknowledgement of those bullshit complaints. Listen, this trailer, which has been censored, despite Activision promoting it as Know Your History, they say, promoting it as Know Your History, they censored the trailer. Activision doesn't believe any of this shit. They're not pandering to anyone on the far right. They're simply trying to create something that was interesting and got people invested in wanting to play this game. And guess what? A lot of people think that the Russians are bad. Russians were bad in the Cold War, so we don't like them. Hey, people that think Russians are bad, here you go. Here's something. This might get you excited for this game. That's all that it is. But you have people that are going out of their way to try to defend communism as being portrayed badly. Maybe it's because you sit on a certain side of the political spectrum and you're upset that communism is being portrayed as something that is not good. Well, to the vast majority of the public, it's not good. And it's not just this article, right? There's other articles out there talking about, hey, look, Ronald Reagan committed war crimes in this trailer. Better go get it. It's a joke. And the fact that people are so triggered over this really says that Activision made a mistake by doing this. I don't think they realized the effect that it would have and how triggered it would make these crazy lunatics in modern games journalism, and the ones that are even involved in gaming right now, to be quite honest. There's a lot of people that are saying, I can't believe they tried to red pill everyone. They made a trailer to get people excited, and it did just that. And then they bent the knee and backed off to it. Activision is not some company that has some far-right values like you're trying to portray. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below and these absolute jokes of games journalists. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.